Our studios. Behind me here is Garner's Ferry Road. And one thing's for sure, the snow is certainly starting to pick up in this area. Absolutely. It's about 22 degrees here in this part of the Midlands. It certainly feels really, really chilly outside. The good news is we're not seeing a lot of vehicles out here. The roads don't look awful, but still, that is not keeping our first responders from reiterating that folks need to stay off the roads. Do not come outside unless you absolutely need to. As far as snow accumulation in this spot, we came out here earlier. I have my ruler. And I had about, I'd say, 1.5 inches of snow in this area. So again, we're standing here on Garner's Ferry Road. We like to just give you a bird's eye view of what's happening, not only from the newsroom, but stepping outside and seeing what's going on. You know, it's just not every day that you see snow on top of the trees out here, on the plants. So we really want to show you what it looks like out here. Right now, though, I'm going to sit him back into our weather center and check in with our chief meteorologist, Chevy Chevalier. How are you feeling in there?
I'm feeling good as far as the snow coming to an end. Sorry, snow lovers, it is, and that's good news. The less we see, the less impacts we have overnight tonight. We are going to have, that's probably going to be the big problem. The icy roads tonight into tomorrow morning with cold temperatures. We're sitting at 22 now, but these temperatures are going to fall down into the 10 to 15 degree range, and the wind chill is going to be colder than that. So cold stuff, it's already freezing, I'm sure. You get the slushy roads, especially after they're treated. A lot of them, as you saw with Jamin out there in Newberry, still snow covered. So we got some pretty treacherous conditions for roads as we go into tonight. This is good to see a big dry slot coming in there. So we're talking about less in the way of the showers. So probably turning that off a little bit, but there's still a chance that some of that moisture is still going to pump around that low and come into the area. The best chance now for snow is going to be the northeast part of the state, outside of this southern tip, which is getting some moderate snow now. You didn't think we'd see that much because they had some rain starting off earlier, but they might get an inch or two down there just because of that. You see the moderate bands over there. Sumter getting some more moderate snow showers now. All this pushing off to the east, but now we're turning off the snow machine out here. There's still a little bit of moisture back here to the west. And as I said, we can't rule out some of that moisture still coming around that low and maybe increasing those snow showers. So we could get a little bit more. Yeah, so we're looking at the winter storm warning that goes all the way through tonight, but the snow is probably going to turn off later tonight into the early morning hours. Extreme cold then takes over, and we're talking about wind chill, possibly below zero with winds, 15 to 20, maybe gusting up to 30. That certainly puts it down below zero in a lot of areas. I've cut this way back, so it looks like the western side, not much, possibly 0 to 1 in the white. I went ahead and pushed down the 1 to 2 down there because they're getting some moderate snow in the southern tip. But 1 to 2 is possible. This area, like I said, northeast part of the state is probably the best chance to see some, maybe a couple to 3 inches possible with that moisture pulling out. Here are the expected temperatures tomorrow. This is with a 15 or so mile an hour wind, but we could see winds 15 to 20 with gusts up to 30, and that takes it down below zero. Extremely cold, and then as we get into Monday morning, at least it won't be as windy. The winds will go down, but the temperatures will go down too. Instead of 13, we're looking closer at 10, 9 or 10 degrees to Monday morning. So we could even see, with the snow still in place, especially the secondary roads, bridges, overpasses, those areas that freeze easy, could see some icy conditions even Sunday night into Monday. But tonight we'll see the snow showers coming to an end. Tomorrow we're looking at sunshine, only 36 degrees, so not a lot of melting going on. Even though the sun's out, even if it's below 32, it can still melt the snow. It just a few things, it bounces off of certain things like poles, and that's why you get little melted areas around trees. Sun rays bounce off the trees, and the snow can absorb that. This is probably overdoing it at 9 p.m. tonight. So with the next run that this comes in with their in-house model, it'll probably show up. But you see it rapidly decreasing as we get to 1 a.m. Snow for the Midlands is just about over, if not sooner than that. And then maybe eastern parts of the state get some beyond the midnight hour. Then we bring in that cold air with the winds there too. This is the latest projection. You see how it's gone way down for the Midlands area. This would be even probably a little bit too much unless we get some more moisture that pumps into the area around that low. Now this one is probably a good indicator of, seeing 2 inches of snow. It really drops off as you go through the Midlands, but it still shows the eastern part of the state with a chance to see an inch or two more of snow. So that's the best chance to see more snow. But major road impacts still expected. I would say overnight tonight into tomorrow, next 2 or 3 days, and maybe Sunday night into Monday, with some melting possible through the day because the sun hits the blacktop and it melts the roads. Even if it's below 32, this happens, and then they become slick again Sunday night into Monday morning. So that weather impact alert is for the remaining snow that we have tonight, but then it's for the cold tomorrow. Extreme, bitter, dangerous cold. So make sure you're checking on everything. Bundle yourself up, the kids, the elderly, because we had some problems last week with that, and we don't want to repeat that. But 9 degrees Monday morning, that's some pretty cold stuff. We do warm up, and the snow will be gone quickly into the midweek, and then we're looking at a chance for some rain showers as we go into middle of the week into Thursday, and you can see temperatures next weekend much better. So let's get through the next 36 to 48 hours and everything will be good. We just have to watch out for that cold. That's the biggest concern right now, on top of the icy conditions on the roads. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We got much more to come.